Hello, guys, and welcome to week 15 of our lecture entitled IT Trends. For this week, we will answer the following questions. What is a trend? What are current trends? For intended learning outcomes, you should be able to research latest trends in technology and identify online systems, functions, and platforms available today. For IT trends, the following are current IT trends. So when we say trends, this is the latest or the in use technology or application, software programs or directions that is being used worldwide. So that is the meaning of trends. So the following IT trends are computing or cloud services. It is a term used to describe services provided over a network by a collection of remote servers. This abstract quote-unquote cloud of computers provides massive distributed storage and processing power that can be accessed by any internet-connected device running a web browser. By using cloud services, your company can quickly scale both infrastructure and software, lowering costs as you don't need to pay for on-premises software licenses or the IT employees to perform installations and upgrades. What are the different types of cloud services? There are three basic types of cloud services. The first is SaaS, or software as a service, platform as a service, or PaaS. It's an environment in the cloud where developers can build and deploy apps. It provides the database and OS needed to develop cloud-based software. Developers can focus on their tasks without needing to build and maintain the infrastructure that such software development processes normally require. Examples are Elastic Beanstalk in Windows Azure. Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure that such software development processes normally require. Elastic Beanstalk and Windows Azure are two examples of such PaaS platform. Infrastructure as a service or IaaS provides the infrastructure needed to manage SaaS tools, including server storage and networking resources. The cloud provider would manage the storage, servers, and networking hardware and will also offer additional services like load balancing and firewalls. What are some examples of cloud services? Common SaaS services includes Dropbox, Salesforce, Cisco WebEx. PaaS services includes Google App Engine, Apache Stratus, and OpenShift. Some well-known IaaS services are Amazon Web Services, Cisco Metapad, and Microsoft Azure. Many of these cloud computing services examples are already familiar to us. How are cloud services delivered? Cloud services are delivered to a public cloud, private, or a mix of both, known as hybrid cloud. Public cloud services are available over the web and referred to as public cloud services. The main benefits of them includes the ability to share resources at scale, flexibility, and lower costs. Popular apps like Slack, Dropbox, and Gmail are all accessible through a public cloud. Private cloud services. So with a private cloud services model, apps and data are only available to the company's internal infrastructures. Companies working with highly sensitive data often use a private cloud, which can offer them greater security. Hybrid cloud services combine public and private clouds with the two platforms interacting seamlessly together. Next trends are mobile apps, referred to as a mobile app. It is a program developed for smartphones or tablets running a mobile OS such as iOS or Android. It can be installed from the Apple Store or Google Play or the default application installed on a mobile device. Big data analytics. It is the use of advanced analytic techniques against very large, diverse big data sets. It includes structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data from different sources and in different sizes from terabytes to zettabytes. Five key types are prescriptive analytics, along with descriptive and predictive, is one of the three main types of analytic companies use to analyze data. This type of analytics is sometimes described as being a form of predictive analytics, but is a little different in its focus. The goal of prescriptive analytics is to conceive the best possible recommendation for a situation as it is unfolding, giving what the analyst can determine from the available data can be think of as working in the present, while predictive looks to the future and descriptive explores the past. For this prescriptive analytics can be thought of as working in the present, predictive analytics as working for the future, and descriptive as exploring the past. Diagnostic analytics is used to determine why something happened. It reviews data to do with a past event or situation, typically uses techniques like data mining, drilling down, and correlation to analyze a situation. It is often used to help identify customer trends. Descriptive analytics, similar to diagnostics, looks to the past for answers. However, while diagnostic analytics asks why something happened, descriptive analytics asks what happened. Summary, statistics, clustering, and segmentation are techniques used in descriptive analytics. The goal is to dig into details of what happened, but this can sometimes be time sensitive as it's easier to do a descriptive analytics with more recent data. In machine learning to hone in on suggested patterns, it is the most commonly used type of analytics, typically focusing on predicting the outcomes of specific scenarios in relation to the different potential responses from a company to a situation. There are different types of predictive analytics model, but usually they all use a scoring system to indicate how likely an outcome is to perform. Cyber analytics is a combination of cybersecurity skills and analytical knowledge. It's a new and rising proficiency within the business and data analytics industry. Cybersecurity threats have escalated in volume and sophistication while the number of internet connected devices continues to burgeon or to increase. Cyber analysts answer the demand for real data sifters with an IT background. Cyber analysts use sophisticated tools and software to pinpoint vulnerabilities and tools of attack vectors using data-driven approach. Automation. It is the use of technology to accomplish a task with as little human interaction as possible. In computing, it is usually accomplished by a program, script, or batch processing. So automation, one of the most perfect example would be car production companies, especially in overseas, as they are frequently created or cars are manufactured using robots with minimal human interaction. AI or artificial intelligence is a term coined by John McCarthy in 1955 at Paramount College. It's related to the work of Alan Turing, who in 1950 developed the Turing test, which evaluates a machine's ability to exhibit behavior indistinguishable from a human. AI develops smart computer programs capable of accomplishing tasks and duties that demand human intelligence. VR, virtual reality, is a computer-generated artificial environment allowing users to view, explore, and manipulate the environment in a term popularized with Chiron Lane. Manipulated and explored using input devices such as headset, headphones, gloves, or a computer. Using these devices, a user can browse through a virtual world and pick up and manipulate virtual objects. As of right now, the company with the most projects with VR is Meta, formerly known as Facebook, because they want to integrate virtual reality as the next step in social networking sites, particularly in the concept of the metaverse, where people can interact virtually in their own universe. AR is just like virtual reality. However, it is the combination of reality together with the actual world. So it is a technology that enhances the real world through the use of sensory information added to the actual view of the real world. Example are Google Sky Map and GeoGoogle. Blockchain data is a data structure containing records called blocks linked together in a cryptographically secure way, meaning to say it uses some form of encryption in order for the blocks to be unrecognizable and not to be easily deciphered. It's a distributed, publicly agreed upon ledger of transaction and the fundamental technology of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Take note, guys, a blockchain, in order for it to be valid, needs to be verified on some sort of like ledger or a public record wherein all users of that particular technology should agree that that is the actual value or actual transaction that is being processed. Otherwise, if the majority of users using the ledger disagrees, the transaction will not proceed. So that is some sort of like security that allows blockchain to have validity with regards to their transaction. Cybersecurity is the practice of defending computers, servers, mobile devices, and electronic systems, networks, and data from malicious attacks, also known as information technology security or electronic information security. It applies in a variety of contexts from business to mobile computing and can be divided into a few common categories. Growth of IoT networks or Internet of Things is an idea of all objects in the world being uniquely identifiable, tracked, and connected to the Internet. If every object could be identified and tracked, businesses could be more efficiently manufacture products as they would know how much inventory they have available and what needs to be ordered. Smart technologies are technologies that allow sensors, databases, and wireless access to collaboratively sense, adapt, and provide for users within the environment. Such smart technologies are currently found in housing designs for elderly and educational environments, similar to sensors and information feeds within museums. Predictive analytics implementation. The use of data, statistical algorithms, and machine learning techniques to identify the likelihood of future outcomes based on historical data. The goal is to go beyond knowing what has happened to providing a best assessment of what will happen in the future. Cloud migration moves some or all of its data center capabilities into the cloud, usually to run on the cloud-based infrastructure provided by a cloud service provider such as Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, or Microsoft Azure. Rise of data officers. It creates a data management system that facilitates the secure collection and processing of data. It establishes a culture within your organization that normalizes sharing this data and making informed decisions on how to improve future business outcomes. Quantum computing applications are computing based on quantum physics, capable of processing multiple number of ones, improving the speed and overall efficiency of the computer. So quantum computers or quantum computing, in fact, up until now, quantum computers are being developed. They are intuitively possible, but as of right now, there is no physical application of quantum computers as of right now. Open source solution is a term used to describe a program or file that can be freely modified by anyone. Allows users or organization to adjust a program's functionality to perform for their specific needs. Edge computing is a distributed information technology architecture in which client data is processed at the periphery of the network as close to the originating source as possible. And lastly, chatbots is a chatterbot is a software program or script designed to simulate a real person's conversation. Usually, chatbots implements AI in order for them to slowly replace call center agent or sales representative. It is as if you are talking to a real human being. Thank you guys. That is the lecture for this week.